us today. Well, my name is Maria Castro. I am at the head office, and then I am leading the project for the email migration. The purpose of this webinar, it's basically to walk you through the first phase of this project. I know when I did the registration, I asked you the first question about if you have completed the first step, which is enter the credentials. So why is this important? Because if you enter the credentials, that means your migration already started. Does anybody here has any questions about that? Any trouble or anything that you can bring out to the table so we can just try to manage? Otherwise, we will have a session maybe 10 minutes before we finish the webinar to answer all the questions that you might have. I don't know if I have all the answers, but I will try my best to answer all the questions that you have. If I can answer the question now or today, I will get back to you by email. Thank you so much. This system is also new for me, so I'm trying my best just to get familiar. For those who already have joined and then they already started with the Soho, I really think if you can just provide your feedback at the end of the session. So not only me, it's explaining about Soho. So in this session, we have office admins, managers, and brokers and owners. Am I going to walk through to the first step, which is enter the credentials for those who are not familiar with the process, okay? Probably a few of the users will receive an email from Sutton support saying that the credentials were incorrect. So am I going to ask you if you can just make sure when you pass the information to the agents that they need to make sure they know the password. What I mean is they have to type the password. You know, sometimes Google or other platforms save the password, and then when you log in, because of the cache, they have the auto save password. So if that's the case, and then they just click and continue, the system will reject the migration. So this is when we get back to you and then ask to re-enter the credentials again. Okay, so a few things to highlight, and then I'm just trying to go through to like a few things. So as I mentioned, if you have any questions, you can put aside, and then at the end of the session, we can just figure it out. Okay, you can see, everybody can see my screen. Yes, no, yes. Can you hear me clearly? Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. This is basically the introductions when the project started, and then what are the notifications you as a broker owners have received, and then also a few Sutton agents, not a few, like the Sutton agents have received it. So I am just trying to send a reminder every week for them to join to the new program, to the new email system. Why? At the end of April, those who haven't entered the credentials, that means the migration won't start it yet. So on May, they won't have access to the old system. They will still have the email, but they don't have access to the old system. Then the only option to log in will be through Soho. And then what they can find there, it's all emails from February 26th onwards. So let's say a user has like thousands emails on their old system, but if he didn't migrate all the emails to the new platform, he or she doesn't have, she won't have, or he doesn't have all the emails on the new platform. That is important. They have to start the migration already. The only thing to do is they have to enter the migration, and then we on the back end, we are doing the rest. How they will enter the migration or the credentials, let me just go here. So they have to log in on the link that I shared before, or that I have been sharing with you through the emails. So which is basically homebase.sutton.com//migrate. So then they have to enter the full email address. Let me just go here. Sorry, this is how they can recover the password. Sorry about that. Okay, so here, how they can start the migration. So they basically have to log in here, which is homebase.sutton.com/.com, migrate. And then they have to enter the credentials, the Sutton credentials, email and password. And then click on login on your personal computer, okay? Here is the step. If the user doesn't remember the password, so there is an option that it says forgot password. So this is very important to highlight because we have several users that they don't remember the password. So if they don't remember the password, it's okay. They have to reset the password. So there is an option to do by email or by phone number, okay? So just to make sure, let them know that it's important to know the password. Okay, once they complete this step, like enter the credentials, the password, and then click on login on your personal computer, a new window will show. So as you can see, there are 3 lines that they have to fill out. So the first one, source account username, is the Sutton email. No Gmail, no Outlook, no the personal email, the Sutton email, okay? So in my case, is maria@sutton.com in the first line. Second line, they have to put the password. They have to type the password. And then the third line, they have to re-enter the password, okay? And then click submit, and then that's it. If the credentials were incorrect, Sutton support will contact them back and then explain with the process again. Please re-enter the password, make sure you know the password, okay? This is basically the first step, and this is what I ask you to help me too. This is the only thing users, brokers, office admin, and everybody on Sutton has to do. That's the only thing they have to do, okay? So I have a few questions, or I have been receiving a few things that, you know, I am sharing this PDF for you. Some of you already have it, but this is the process how they can recover the password if they want to do it by themselves. But I know some of the office admins, they assist them to reset the password. So it's up to you how you can manage your agents, okay? So here is the process how to recover my password. And the other thing to highlight is, let me just go through here. So when we do the migration, we want to, I know not all users have the same thing, but they do have like a different folders. They do have like, you know, like this tutorial of like a 20 folders per user, per, I don't know. They have a lot, pictures, projects, meetings, whatever they have on their mailbox. We can migrate everything over there to the new system. The only thing I need to make sure if all the folders are under inbox. How do they know that? I have a few pictures here for you. So when you log in on webmail or Rackspace, you can see on the left hand, there are a few options, inbox, draft, and like, you know, this option like send, spam folders. And then you can see here add folders. So everything under this line, it means they are in inbox, under inbox. How do I know like a folder is out of inbox? So I have a picture here. I don't know if you can see it. Let me just make it like closer. So when a folder is out of inbox, it will be under that folder, like here. So support folder, it's under draft. If I initiate the migration right now, that folder won't be in Soho. Only folders who are under inbox, which means over here. Just this is something that they need to make sure before they initiate the migration. What happens if they don't have that, like, you know, the webmail correctly or accommodate all the folders on the right position? They like the migration only migrate only the folders who are on the right position. I will share, some of you already have this one, but if you don't have it, you can just go through and read it, okay? So this is how they can just accommodate the mailbox on Rackspace. Okay, so for you who already, this is where things and fun things started. Some of you already completed the first step. And then what we are gonna walk through today is how to access to Soho. We have 3 different options to access to your email. So the first one is webmail, which is basically logging in a browser. You can type accounts.soho.com, enter your email and your password. You have the Soho app desktop, which if you can see on my screen, I have here. You can see it. Can you see it? Let me know by this, or like if you can see my mail Soho. So okay, it's over here. So I am using the Soho Mail app on my computer. And then you also, or Soho also have the options to have their own app. And this is highly recommended because you don't have to go through, do you remember, or I don't know if you have assist of your agents going through the process, like, you know, go to mail, enter the incoming server settings, and then the password, and then go to outgoing server, enter the settings, password, and it's not working, you know? So with the Soho app, you don't have to do that. They only have to download the app, enter the Sutton credentials and the password, okay? How to import and export contacts. So for those who really use Rackspace email, and if you have your contacts, I can show you how you can export those contacts and then import it to Soho. The only thing that the migration, well, the only thing that it's not migrated to the Soho, it's calendars and folders out of inbox and the contacts. So you know how to set up all the folders on their inbox. So that's one thing. The second thing, how to import and export contacts. I'm going to show you how. And the third thing, it's the calendar, which I don't know how to do that right yet. But if you can just add it on your calendar, that will be okay. How to set up the mail forwarding in Soho. This is something that I would like to highlight. Soho has a lot of security protocols that we have been asked compared with Rackspace. So you have to verify. This step needs to be verified for the user before setting up the forwarding in Soho, okay? How to set up the signature, like the server settings. And then I'm bringing the server settings because I have been in touch with a few of them, with a few of you that for those who use, for example, Lone Wolf or another kind of software, that you have to update the server information. Okay, so the server information is here. Access via a POP or IMAP. This is the way that you can put your email on your phone and using the mail, like the old system, instead of using the Soho app. This is the way we have to do it, okay? And then if you have completed all these steps, you don't have to worry about the upcoming switchover date, as you can start using your Soho mailbox, okay? My recommendation is just complete the migration. We'll enter the credentials. I will let you know when your migration is completed, and then I will give you the early access. And then if you can navigate and start using Soho, that will be great, because we can identify if something is not working. I can identify if something is being blocking email from different senders. I can just figure out things that they are not working correctly. So that will help me a lot, and then also help you to get through to the new system. Okay, let's get started with the first step. So access to Soho mailbox by webmail. As I mentioned, you only have to click in Accounts Soho. Can you see my screen? So this is basically, I click accounts.soho.com and then a new window. Let me see. Just want to see if you can see can you see my screen? So this is basically how can I access. So as you can see, I am using Chrome, and then I just type accounts.soho.com, and I'm gonna put my email and then my password. And then I'm in. So you will see here. So this is basically my information. That's my account. So if I want to go to my mailbox, so I have to click here on the three, like the 9 dots or the Z, and then you can click mail. So those are the three different apps Soho has. We only offer the Soho Mail, okay? So we click Soho Mail, and here is my mailbox, okay? I'm not gonna go through to this. So here I can create a new email. So this is basically the web mail, okay? So I'm not gonna close this one for now. Let me share now the second option. So here are the steps too. So logging into accounts.soho.com, enter your username. And then this is when after I give you the password, when I give you the early program access. So the system will ask you to change the password, but when you set up your own password, that will be the way that I did it before, okay? You can see here the mailbox. So for the Soho Mail app desktop, so you will see, let me just go here, and then I can share my screen with my ones. Okay. Okay, this is the Soho Mail app desktop. So, and then this app, it's available for Windows, Mac, and Linux or Linux. And then the only thing you have to do is download the app. So depending of the software or the, not the software, the hardware that you are using, Mac, Windows, or Linux, you have to download it, okay? Let me go through. So I click here. All this PDF has all the links for you to go through, okay? Let me just share. So this will send you to this page. And then if you scroll down, this is the page for Soho. If you scroll down, you can see download Soho Mail Lite for your desktop. So you can select whatever the computer that you are using. In my case, I am using Mac. So I can download Mac. So I can click here, and then I can select one, like M1 or Intel. My understanding, I am using M1. So maybe if you have the chance to check with your tech guy, because I don't know what computer are you using, just make sure what is the computer that you needed, okay, that the computer that you are using daily. So if I click M1, it will show you here that something has been downloaded. So after I download that option, I can click, and the mail or the Soho Mail app will be downloaded. I don't want to complete it because I already have it, but once you download this, you will have this icon here. Can you see the icon on my computer? It's over here. Then you can have the app on your computer. Same thing for Windows, and then same thing for Linux. So you can do it over here. You won't find this app in, like, you know, in the options for you to, okay, it's installed already, you can see it. So just follow the steps over here depending of the computer that you are using, okay? And the last thing is how you can, again, the steps are over here. Once you download it, you can open the Soho desktop app, enter your email and your password, click remind me later. For those, if you want to set up the, like, you know, the secure steps or security protocols, I won't recommend to go through yet. Just go to remind me later, and then when you have time, you can set up everything that you need, okay? For the Soho Mail app mobile, that's quite simple. So go to your mobile. If you are using Android or iPhone, just go to the App Store or I think it's Google Play. No, yeah, I think it's Google Play for you to download the app. Just type Soho Mail, And then you will see this option. So Soho Mail, this is kind of the icon. So you click get, and then the app will be downloaded on your phone. Same thing, the only thing you have to do is enter your email, enter your password. It will directly directing you to the security or settings protocols. You can set up those later. So the most important thing is that you can log in on your phone. And then when you are here, you can just click on the icon settings at the bottom or go to the second or the first icon when it says email. And then you will see your mailbox on your phone. So you will have only this app for your Sutton email. Okay, so that's the Soho mobile. And do you have any questions so far? It's clear. I am going too fast. It's not clear. Do you want me to go slow, or it's all good? Okay, I'm thinking it's okay. So for how to import and export, thank you. How to import and export contacts from Rackspace is, let me just go, I just want to walk through. I'm not going to explain to the PDF, but I will do it like, you know, step by step so you can see it. So basically you have to log in on webmail, which is webmail.sutton.com. Enter your Sutton credentials, your email and the password. And then from the top menu, you will see the contacts tab. And then when you are there, you can just click on my contacts. Just make sure my contacts are highlighted. And then the option, the import and export contacts will appear. And then it will say, it will show you like, you know, you can import those contacts. Important thing to highlight. Those contacts that they are there, they have to be saved. So it doesn't mean like I have been in touch with, for example, with Stephanie, but if she is not on my list of contacts, it doesn't mean I can be like with the recent addresses, but she is not on my contact list. So if you want to make sure that email address is under your contacts, just save it as an add contact here. You can see it. And then when you tap my contacts, go to export contact and select webmail and click on export. So you will be here contacts, my contacts, import and export contacts, and then select webmail and then click on export. So it will be a file at CSV file will be downloaded, and then that will be the address book. So the address book will be added on Soho, okay? So in case you want to save your contact, if you don't want to, that's okay. So when you have the CSV file, I will let you know, like you can keep it on downloads on your computer, because we will need that file to import those contacts to Soho. Let me just go through here. Am I gonna open this? Incognito. I am sharing. I'm not gonna go through this. So let's say webmail.sutton.com. I'm here. So I have to type my email and my password. It's been a long time since I didn't use Rackspace, so that's why you can see 941 email. So I'm no longer using Rackspace. So as I mentioned, so we are here. I have to go to contacts. Make sure I highlight my contacts. Import and export contacts. Export contacts to webmail. Export. And then you can see here, there is CSV file. So I can open it. Let me see if that opens. So as you can see, I don't have any contact in Rackspace, so it's empty. But for those who has any contact, it will show you here, okay? So let me just close this one. So I have am I gonna go back to my, sorry, let me just go back to my notes. So here, sorry. Okay, so once I have the CSV file, I will probably need it to import the contacts to Soho. So how do I import my contacts to Soho? So let me just go here. I will open my, let me click here. Okay, am I gonna put this one newsletter? Okay, you can see this is my Soho mailbox. So, and I need my contacts to be imported over here. So you can see on the left hand, there is mail, calendar, task, notes, contacts, bookmarks, and resources. So I have to go to contacts over here. Here are 3 dots, more actions, and then import. So there are 3 options. You can import from a local file, which is what I have, the CSV. You can import from Gmail and Outlook. For those 2, you will probably have to type your credentials again. So let's gonna do the local file. So it says that only 5,000 contacts can be imported. So you can upload the file here. And then I have the file over here. You can see here, right? So I select this one. Remember, I don't have any contact, but I'm just doing like the process for you. So you can see here that it says that there are no contact in this file. But if you have it, just click there, upload the file. I don't think it will allow me to go through. Let me see. I think I have another file. Oh, 1 second. I'm just trying to go to see if I have another file. Okay, here. I have another one. Okay, upload file. No, I'm sorry. There is no other. I don't have contacts on Rackspace, but the process is local file. You can import the file that you have from Rackspace. And then let me just go through what happened with that. So as I mentioned, go to contacts and then click the 3 dots. When you are there, just select the local file. Click Gmail or Outlook to allow access to import contacts to Soho. That's what I mentioned, that you have to probably log in on Gmail or Outlook account. And then you have to upload the file. And then if you have contacts on your list, then it will show you this option. Like, you have to fill out the first name, middle name, last name. You probably won't have all this information. Just click next. And then it will give you the option, how many contacts were imported. And then you will see here, like, contacts has been successfully imported in personal. So you will have your contacts already in Soho. Okay, I am just giving you the instructions for Rackspace because this is basically like the company email system. So that's why I am familiar with that. And then, well, this is how you can import and export contacts. A few users have contacts, some of them they don't. So, but you have the option here, and with the screenshots. If you have any questions, you can always contact me or support, so we can walk you through. This is the most important part, I think, because I know many users are using the option for the forwarding email. It doesn't work with recent addresses contact. Yeah, that's what I mentioned. Recent addresses are know your contacts. It's basically the contacts. It's basically the people that you were be in touch, but they have been added as a contact. It has to be my contacts only. If you want to add the recent addresses contact as your contacts, you probably have to add it manually on Rackspace. I will, if you need more help with that, I can help you at the end of the session. How to set up email forwarding in Soho. I will probably need your patience with Soho in terms of security protocols. They are more strict. Definitely, they are adding more filters. They are adding more steps. So as you probably know, they have been a lot of phishing emails, hacking accounts. So that's why we are moving to a new platform. So at the moment when you set up the mail forwarding in Soho, before in Rackspace, the only thing you have to do is just put the email, and at the email, set up the option to forward to that email and click save. In Soho, you have to verify that you are adding a new email address. So how? You have to click on settings icon on the top right of the side of the screen, like this one. I will go through in my mailbox so I can show you how. Scroll down on the left menu and then look for mail accounts. So you can see here. And then the option will show you the forwards or forwarding. So if you scroll down, you can see that's the mail account that we have. And then you have to add or you have to enter the new email forwarding. In my case, for example, let's say Maria Castro Sutton at gmail.com. For example, this is my alternative email. So I enter the email, I hit enter, and then you will see this option. So I enter the new email forwarding, but you will see like a toggle icon here, which is in gray color. And then next to that, it says verify. What does that mean? So this email will receive an email from Soho. Let them know that this account has been added as an email forwarding. So they will give you a code that you can copy and paste on Soho, or you can click verify link on that email. Okay, so you can see here, the email system will now request a verification code. So you will see here. You can copy and paste that code. This is something that you will receive as an email. So hello, Maria. This is the confirmation code that you can copy and paste. Or if you scroll down, you will see the link to verify account. When the account is verified, that means you can click confirm if you enter the code. You can see the green mark that email has been added as a forwarding option on that account. So this is some of the things that I need you to also let your user know. This step is very important. I have been receiving a lot of support emails for those who already joined to Soho, but they didn't complete this step. That emails haven't been forwarding to the other email. If you can complete, if you haven't verified the email, that means that option won't work until you verify that email. Okay. Let me just go through so you can see it from here. Let me just go here. Okay, this is my mailbox. Okay, as I mentioned, you can go here. So here is the settings icon. Let me see if I am sharing the right. Okay, yeah. So here is the setting icon. So you click here, and then as I mentioned, you scroll down, you look for mail accounts. So here is my email, Maria. And then you can either click forwards here, which is basically, it will send you to the bottom, sorry, or you can scroll down, okay? It's basically the same information. You can enter your email. In that case, I enter mariacastrosutton@gmail. So I enter the email. As this account has been verified, you can see how the green, it's already marked. So that means all my emails have been forwarding to that email. If you can see at the bottom, delete original email copy after forwarding. So for those users that they don't want to keep a copy of the emails on the Sutton email, they can tick this option. If they want to keep a copy of the emails, just leave it as it is, untick. So nothing there, just leave it there. So that means in their Sutton email, the email will be there and also will be in their personal email. Okay. As you can see, there is no option to save settings, or there is no option to save anything. Once it's completed, that means the system has been taking care of your request, and then you don't have to do anything else. Okay. So that's the forwarding option. Let me just go here. How to add your signature. So it's basically the same thing. So we have to go to the same menu, but instead of going to mail accounts, we have to go to signature. You can create the signature that you want. You can add the picture, you can add the format that you want, and then you can place the signature above or below of the content that you are typing. And then you can mention here what is the associate mail address. If you are using, let's say, you have your Sutton email, like maria@sutton.com, but I also manage, for example, marketing@sutton.com. So I can create different signature for different email accounts, and then I can just set up over here if this signature has been used for one email, and the other signature can be used for another email. Okay. And then when you finish, you can click update. And then as you can see here, there is an option that it says signature in replies, in case you want to include your signature every time when you reply an email. We have a lot of requests on Sutton support about assisting users with the signature. We can walk you through in how to do, like, the signature, but they can probably have their own design, because sometimes they want us to create the design for them. And that's a lot of time. So what we ask them, if they can provide the signature that they want to use, and then we can set up, like, the settings on the system. Okay. Again, let me just share my screen again, so we can go through here. Settings icon on the top left. Search for mail accounts. No, sorry, signature. So I can add here, like, new signature if I want. If I don't want, I can just use whatever I have here. I can enter the signature. I can probably put like a test. And then I can type, I can add everything here. You can enter, like, pictures. You can upload the URL. You can set up, like, original, small, large, on the bottom, on the left, on the top. So you can set up here, like, for the picture that you want to use. You can change the color. This is one of the things that Soho has, is like they have a lot of options to customize your mailbox. So if you can just walk through and then choose do the test, so that will be great. So I have here the test signature. Okay, I can type happy Friday. Well, I wish. And then so I can select where I want to get that signature. So I just probably put below, and then I can associate the email address. For example, it puts here marketing@sutton.com. Oh, it doesn't. Well, it seems because I have been added only Maria here. If you have another account, that will probably give you the option. But for now, I only have Maria. So the system delete my test. Happy Friday. And then I will probably select in Maria. I can add that signature in different email address if you already have that email in mail account. And then I can click save. So now I have two different signatures over here, and then you can choose update it and change it. Okay. Okay, I will answer that question, Trish, at the end of the session. Okay, so I have this. So that's the email setting signature. And sorry, where is it? Okay, so back to the PDF. Again, all the steps with pictures are on the PDF, and it's called like highlights for the Soho early program. The only thing I'm asking you is just to go and read it. I have spent a lot of time working on that, just copy and paste, giving you the instructions. So you can share that also with your agents so they can just walk through like, step 1, step 2, step 3 with the pictures, okay? So the server settings are here for you to use as you need it. Printers, scanners, and other device that you are using on your office, and then they have included or they use the server settings, needs to be updated with Soho. So there are 2 options for printers. Those printers who use their own email, for example, at the office, we use Epson 345. So when I print or scan something on my printer or scanner, it will send me that email from their own email. So the only thing you have to do is probably just update the server information. But for those users that they have a Sutton email link with the scanner, with the printer, then you have to get the username and the password. To be honest, you will probably need a technician. I can help you, but it will take me just a few hours to figure out what kind of printer do you have. We will probably have to get like, online meeting, or we can probably have like a phone call, then we can just figure out things. I am not an expert, but I'm just trying to assist you as much as I can. So for IMAP settings, the server settings are here. For the POP settings are over here. You can see they are different from Rackspace. In Rackspace was secure.email.srbr.com, and then in here, IMAP incoming, it's different. So please make sure you update, and then also please make sure you know the password for the outgoing SMTP2. And then the last thing, and probably the most, I can say, I don't know how to explain that, but it's just, they have a lot of steps for this. So we have, I don't know if you are familiar with the app. It's kind of like a specific password for an app. So let me go through the PDF and the steps. So you can, if you are logging on IMAP or POP, let's say the user doesn't want to use the Soho mobile app. They don't want it. They want to have the old system. They want to have on the mail app. Let me show you my phone. So they want to go through, I don't know if you are familiar to this. So you have to go to older and then enter the email, enter the password, enter the email settings. So for Soho, you have to create their own password for each app that you are using on your email. For example, those users that they are using Outlook app, or they are using the mail settings, so they have to enter the unique password to be synced with the email. And this is what I'm suggesting to all users. Instead of going through this, maybe just download the app, Soho Mail app, and they don't have to go through this. But if they want to still using their Sutton email on Gmail, so they can also go through this. So how we can do that? So from the drop-down menu on my headshot, I have to go to my account, and then from the left-hand menu, click on the second icon, security, and scroll down to find application-specific password. So we will have here. And then click Generate New Password tab. This is very important to mention. This is a unique password. It won't show you one more time. So once you got it, please take a picture and save it. There is no way that we can recover that password. The only thing that I am suggesting to get the password is just to delete it and create a new password. So the benefit of this application specific password is, do you remember when we have, when the users forgot the password on home base, and then they also have that email on their phone. So when they have that one, if they update the password, they have to update the password in all devices. With this application specific password, they don't. If they change the password in Soho or Homebase, they don't have to change the password on their phone or the iPad or whatever they are using this email, because this is a specific password and it's a unique password for a specific app. Okay, so how they can generate the password? So click generate the password. As this is, you can select what kind of app are you using. I can probably add IMAP on my iPhone. That means I don't want to use the Soho mobile app, but I want to have my email on my mail account on my iPhone. So I know what app is this one. So I can click and generate. This is a sensitive operation, so the system will ask you to type your password to enter your credentials. So you can see you are trying to perform a sensitive operation. Click here to verify yourself. And then when you type your password, okay, here we are. Your password will be generated and can be used to log in one application. So here, this is your password. One thing to highlight is when you enter the password, you don't have to enter, you have to enter without the spaces in your email. So let's gonna go back to, so I am here on my, let me know if you can see it. So it's clear for everybody. So I am here on my phone and then I click accounts. I want to add accounts and then I go to other and then I can add my mail account. So I enter my information and then in my password, I have to enter the password that it's over here. Okay, the password that I created for this app. Okay, when you have that information, please take a picture, a screenshot, whatever you want. And this information has, like this password has to be entered on the password line without the spaces, and make sure the password is typed correctly. Once the information is there, then you can just save whatever you want on your phone and then you can close. If you are, you can set up everything. So you put the password, you continue to do this, adding the server information, click done, the system, the process is completed, and then you have your email on your phone. Okay. So let's say that I don't want to use my email account, my Sutton email on my phone anymore. The only thing you have to do, you can delete the application. You can see here I added this, and then you can just delete it over there. Okay. I think that's all. I'm sorry, I know it can be probably a lot. As I mentioned, I will be sharing this PDF. The only thing I'm gonna walk you through these steps for you to be familiar. It's a new system. It's a really good system. I know you have been struggling with Rackspace, that we moved to a new system. So yeah, let me answer the question for.
Hi, Maria.
Hey, hi, Susan.
How are you?
I'm good.
So I just have a question. I work at the front desk. Are we still going to be using Sutton Homebase for other things like forms and stuff, or is it totally going over to Zoho?
Zoho is only the mail. Homebase is still there. Like Homebase is basically our intranet. Homebase is everything about Sutton. So the only thing that we are changing is the email system.
So with my email, I forward it to my Gmail. So is there anything I need to do? I've already activated and moved everything over. Do I need to check in Zoho to see if it's forwarded to my actual account that I am, coquitlam.admin at gmail.com?
Have you verified the account?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so if the email is verified, that means it's all completed. You can check in your Zoho. Zoho will be there always. but
Okay.
you can always check on Soho mailbox. It's just
Okay.
see the performance is there, and then yeah, just
Yeah,
checking with your
perfect.
email. No problem. Thank you so much, Susan.
Thank you for being so great today.
Thank you so much. Let me answer the question for Trish. So with Rackspace, I was not able to see the sent email on my phone that I sent from Sutton on my desktop. Would that be different with Soho? So Trish, sometimes when you set up your email on your phone, there are two options. So IMAP and POP. So what is the difference between those? IMAP can be login and can be visible in different devices, and POP is only in one device. So I won't recommend you to use POP for any of the users. That's the first thing. The second thing is I was not able to see sent emails on my phone. You probably have to also check the configuration on your email on your iPhone. Sometimes we can select how many emails, how many sent emails we can see on our iPhone. And the third thing is Rackspace was no rate. Sometimes it works. So probably most of you know or have been noticed. Now it's going, like most of the emails, even certain emails, are going to a spam folder. A spam folder didn't work for a long time, and then since I think 30 days ago it started working, and then it's causing so many troubles and issues with the users. So my recommendation is always just have you migrated to Soho. I won't be probably focused so much on Rackspace in 3 weeks. So if you really need help with the email, my first suggestion is going to Soho. So Soho has a lot of things that can be improved. That they are being improved compared with Rackspace. So for the sent emails, Trish, I will probably have to go and check with you directly, but it won't happen in Soho. So in Soho app, I also have the app, which is really, really great. Let me share my, so you can see here, that's my phone. So the app is here. So I can click here. Here's the app. So I have all the emails here. And then I have my calendar, my contacts, my attachments, the settings. So I have here, like, sent. So you can see here my sent emails. So Trish, give Soho the opportunity. We have 3 weeks from now onward for you to test Soho. Download the app, navigate with the app. If something is not working, let me know. We can figure out things together. Just do the test. Let me know if you like the performance. I promise Soho is much better than Rackspace. Does anybody else has any other question? Are you excited about the switchover? Okay, one thing that I would like to highlight, and this is one of the most important things. Yes, I know, Michelle, you do. Users won't have access to Rackspace on May 1st. So please let them know. The only thing they have to do is to enter the credentials. We will do the rest. If they need assistance in how to set up the forwarding email, if they need assistance in how to set up the signature, we can help with that, but we need their help to enter the credentials. That's the only thing they need to do. If you have any question, if the information is not really well communicated, you know my email. I am more than happy to help. I am happy that you joined me today. It's for me like a really, really very helpful. And then, yeah, if you have any other question, please let me know. And then, yeah.
Maria.
Yes. Hi, Bill.
How you doing? Could you tell us when you're going to send the video out?
Well, video, like this video?
I think this video.
I can send you the link. If I can send you the link today
Okay.
or early morning.
So we did the change a little while ago, and I don't know why anybody would choose anything else except the app. The app was so easy. I have my iPhone. I installed it on my app. I'm getting my emails from Zoho, so it's very, very simple, and it looks very, very confusing. But just to put anybody at ease that hasn't done it yet, it's very, very simple. Just download the app, you get your password, temporary password, you change it, and all your The only confusing thing was the contacts, and I only had 3 contacts, so I didn't even do it.
Yeah,
So-
I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So yeah, that was the only difficult thing. Everything else was just seamless. It just migrated all my information, all my files, everything over to the new application. So it was really, really easy.
That's amazing, Bill. Thank you so much for bringing this to the webinar. Sorry, I remember because you guys have been struggling with the spam thing. So
Yes.
another benefit of the Soho, I'm not selling Soho, honestly. I'm just trying to express, my exciting about this. So every time if you receive something that it's not really if you think that email is kind of like a scam or something, before we ask you to send us an email to support so we can add it to the blog list, and then we can just navigate, those steps. So now if you click on the email, so you click on the email, when you click on the email, there is like more options over here. Let me know if you can see it. Let me see if I can make it bigger. But well, there is the reply to all, and then forward, and then there is like a arrow option that it says more options, and then you can mark this as a spam. So, or you can block and reject future emails, or you can report as a phishing. So you have 3 options: mark as a spam, block and reject future emails, and report phishing. So you don't have to send us another email to support and then just wait for us. So you can do it by your own. Yeah, sorry, I just wanna share with you that, because I need you guys have a lot of that kind of a scam on Rackspace. Well, we only have 3 minutes left. Thank you so much, Bill and Michelle, for bringing this to our webinar today. If you have any other question, you can just let me know. I am more than happy to assist. Grace and Jerick, or guys on Sutton support, they are always there. We extended the support hours. So if they don't get back to you, maybe in like 1 hour, just be patient. We have a lot of emails, and then, but we will take care. You can see myself, sometimes I jump on replying the Sutton support. So I'm just trying to assist them too. Thank you so much. I wish you have a wonderful day. I will send this recording later. And yeah, thank you for being today in my webinar.
Thanks, Maria.
Have a great day. Bye-bye, everybody.
Thanks,
See you
Maria.
guys.
Have a great day. Bye.
Hi, Maria. Are you going to
Bye-bye.
send out PDF?
Yes, I will send you the
okay.
PDF. I think, I have, let me share the link. I have everything here. So you can have it right away. And then also, I will send the